On tonight's episode, we will review Justice League Dark Apokolips War.
Yes, we also talk about HBO Max, the new streaming service from HBO.
Plus lots of other news and updates from the world of pop culture.
Yay!
Alright, Justice League Dark Apokolips War.
Yes.
It was dark. It was apocalyptic. There was a war.
Yeah, the adaptation of Darkseid War is the last and concluding chapter of the DC animated movies universe. The arc, or the narrative universe that started with the Flash, Justice League Flashpoint. What was Flashpoint? I can't remember. Anyways, Flashpoint Paradox is that what they call. It comes to an end in a dark way.
It did.
I was wondering.
Well, kind of an ambiguous way.
I was wondering about why they made this one Justice League Dark Apokolips War instead of Justice League Apokolips War.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the dark was pretty clear.
It was very dark.
Yeah.
Which is kind of expected from DC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the reputation.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Marvel does that too in the books. I mean, they
sure.
sugarcoat and turn down like a lot for the movies, but in the books,
That's
Days
fair.
of Future Past. It's like the first page is Kitty Pryde walking, to the graves of pretty much all the X-Men, and the survivor ones are prisoners in a concentration camp.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
But,
Major spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, yes. But, yeah. But in this one, there's a lot of deaths.
Yeah. A lot of deaths. This was big, too. Like, this tied together... So, I haven't actually read the book. I was doing an experiment to see if I would like it better without reading the book.
Okay. About that.
Oh, yes.
It almost has nothing to do with the book.
Yeah.
It has elements. To be fair, it has elements. Some of the main elements of the book. For instance, a girl, a daughter, Darkseid, a new god. What else? The League, fighting.
I feel like that's kind of a defining element right there.
Yeah, well, but you're gonna see it's very different. One of the interesting, it was a great animation. It was a great end for the saga that started with Flashpoint Paradox, and so when they started Flashpoint Paradox, the Flash went back in time to fix the fact that his mother died, and created this dark reality. So. So when and then he goes back and fix it, or does he? Yeah, actually he creates this reality that started that, and then comes Justice League War, and then comes Suicide Squad. What's the first one called? I can't remember. Hell to Pay, Arkham Assault. Anyways, Teen Titans Judas Contract, Teen Titans versus Justice League. Throne of Atlantis, Bad Blood, Hush, Bloodlines, Superman.
All excellent.
What was the Superman?
Animations.
The Death and Return of Superman. No, The Death and the Reign of Superman. Anyways, so they created this whole thing. So the way they close this narrative universe saga was they use elements from all of this time, all of these characters, all those films. So different than the book, there's Justice League mainly. In this one, they have the Titans, they have Suicide Squad. Am I missing anyone? Constantine.
Constantine was pretty major.
Yeah.
In this one, actually.
And he's not even in the book.
Yeah, so I would say that's a huge difference, because he didn't just show up. He was like a main character and was one of the deciding factors.
Yeah. He could almost be the narrator. When in the book, the narrator is Wonder Woman, who's barely in the animation.
Yeah. She's not in here much, but Constantine's big. We see... Well, and then there's like in some of the different battles, we see like glimpses of other people, like the Bat family. We see like Batwoman and Batgirl and... was it...
Nightwing. Luke Fox's Nightwing.
Yeah, so they're not really... And we just sort of see them. They don't have much of a role, but...
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there are a lot of characters.
Swamp Thing from Justice League Dark, Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way they did was they used all those characters. They used all those stories. They connect them at the end. And what better way to not have everybody there? Because that would make easy to defeat Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to not get everybody dead than killing most of them?
Yeah. Oh man, that was rough. Yeah, when Darkseid first launches his attack, a lot of people die. And a lot of main characters die too, which is a great way to just kind of up the ante of the movie. It made it feel really big.
It reminds me more, some elements, most elements, the fact that Darkseid invaded Earth, and Earth is, a colony of Apokolips, let's call it that. Luthor is working, or pretending that he's working, for the invaders, in this case for Darkseid. It reminds me a lot more of this Elseworlds adventure, this Elseworlds story back in the, 2000s, 90s, I can't remember. But it's about this invasion, a successful invasion of Earth. And yeah, a lot of people died, a lot of the heroes died. For instance, Flash, Wally, not Barry, he gets, the aliens use this big arrow things and shoot him on the leg, so he loses his legs. Yeah, so there's a lot of death and lost. And at the end, I mean, when we start on the major part of the story takes place is exactly when the last hope of Earth get together to fight back, and they basically like few characters that will fight back, including Lex Luthor, the Flash, I can't remember the rest. I know Superman is there, but it's not actually Superman. It's Superboy. There's a struggling still. Superman, Superboy, Superman. He finally becomes Superman to help, and yeah, it's pretty cool story. I have to see it, to reread it, to show it to you so you can read.
That does sound very similar.
Oh yeah, it reminds
very similar to this. It's like Earth, because they do not save the world. The Earth is invaded and destroyed, and Darkseid sends his Reapers to pull out the core of the planet and basically just destroy all life on Earth, and it's bad. It's bleak. Superman is pumped full of liquid kryptonite, so he doesn't really have any powers. Raven is being tormented by her demon father, so she's slowly being chipped away and wasting away. Cyborg has been incorporated into some kind of computer on Apokolips. Batman's reprogrammed. Wonder Woman and a bunch of the other heroes are cybernetic fury type creatures.
It's
bad. Yeah, it's bad and it's dark. And so everything comes down to the last hopes being a very drunk Constantine, which to be fair is kind of
Dad ran away during the original battle.
Yeah. Part of why he's drunk.
Yeah, that was they showed Constantine clean and nice in the original battle, and then they show him drunk and beard, he's always on the how he is in the second moment. So to make him looking nice and with a girlfriend is even when he had a girlfriend, he was kind of smoking and stinking.
Always slightly self-destructive. Yeah. Anyway, so it's him, Superman, but again pumped full of liquid kryptonite, so he doesn't have all of his powers. or anything. And then Raven, which is a really unusual team up. Like, it was really Superman and Raven who kind of rally everyone together and round things up for their plan. Oh, and then, like, Lois comes in and a bunch of other people. But those three are the ones who are kind of in charge of everything.
They get the Suicide Squad, they got Luthor, and then, the last hope of Earth is a bunch of beat up superheroes that will fight to the end and reach success at what cost?
Well, that's a good question because they gave everything, but then the film ends with this fantastic mystery box. Flash realizes that Flashpoint is what's caused all of this, and really the only way to fix it is to go back. And so we end with Flash running, and then there's a flash of light, and then the end credits. So we don't really know, right?
I think it's kind of like go back to the beginning.
But like the beginning of, well, we don't get the satisfaction of seeing like the happy ending.
Oh, but we know the happy. That dark reality is not the standard. It's not the status quo. It's it's when thing goes wrong reality. In the right reality, in the right reality, the League will fight, and they will succeed because the good guys win.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess I'm curious to know what has to change for the League to be able to defeat Darkseid. Like, you could do a whole other movie on that, just like there was a whole film on the Flashpoint paradox, but that's okay. And I think it's better to just, well, I don't know if it's better, but I'm really okay with them leaving it just with that flash of light.
Comic books do that from time to time. They reset things so they can retell stories in a different way, or they can tell different stories, and sometimes it's really good. Crisis was the ideal way to reset things and restart this universe in a very nice way. Sometimes it kind of unnecessary how they have plans for this new 5G DC universe that was scrapped. But there was like stupid ideas like making, I can't remember. It was like based on diversity. It was not based on narrative, good narrative ideas, or for the sake of the narrative and for the characters. It was just for either to make a group of people happy or to sell more based on groups of people. Anyways, but that was a great way to conclude this narrative universe. Some highlights. Trigon dying was surprisingly touching.
Yeah, Trigon and Raven.
Trigon.
Trigon?
Yeah, Trigon.
Oh, Etrigan. Yeah,
Etrigan.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, it was surprisingly.
Just erase.
Yeah, no, Trigon's still crap. I hope he dies painfully. This was Darkseid. No, Etrigan.
Yes, that was.
Just surprisingly, I was like, oh.
Yeah. It was moving. Something I was impressed with was how, we talked about just how many characters. There's a lot of people who show up, but they did manage to give people, even though there were a ton of characters crossing the screen, they did manage to give them like meaningful and emotional moments. Yeah. Which I think shows some good writing. Yeah, Etrigan and who else? Well, just watching the League lose. That was tough. Batman and Damian had a nice moment. Yeah. Apparently this is what it takes for Batman / Bruce Wayne to like express some sincere, heartfelt emotion.
When he was on the Darkseid's control, he was about to kill him. He saw himself on Damian. Yeah. When his parents were taken away from him. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he just held him, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. When Lois dies on a communication message talking to Superman, and that changes him from this bad state he is into his good old blue state, and he has no strength. He's going for the head. He's going to kill Darkseid. And well.
I love Darkseid as a villain. I think every universe needs some kind of villain that you just is so big and so bad and so powerful that you really don't know how the good guys can possibly win. And Star Trek, it's the Borg. That always gave me that feeling.
There's
like
nothing bigger than the Borg on Star Trek.
I don't think so.
Because Darkseid is a god. He's one of the new gods.
Yeah, but Star Trek doesn't really have gods.
But I mean, he would be... I don't know, if the Borg would be in the same universe, he would be bigger, better than the Borg.
Sure. So
that's why there's nothing bigger than the Borg?
Well... I don't think so, but someone who shows up with that same kind of...
Some people claim that Q is...
Omnipotence. Oh, well, yeah, Q has all that power, but he doesn't want to destroy them.
Sure, but he could.
Yeah, if he wanted to. Yeah, if he wanted to, absolutely. But the Borg are that same, like, kind of omnipotent, not infallible, but, like, they don't really have any obvious weaknesses. They're kind of inexorable. They just sort of move, and when they show up, like, it's bad. That's the end.
They are some sort of parademons, because they can pick any race.
Sure.
And make them into
just like absorb them
this
in.
army without... Yeah.
So anyway, I think every universe needs someone like that. Someone who's too powerful. It's going to make things...
They do have a catchphrase like the minions of Darkseid have.
Yes. Resistance is futile, you'll be assimilated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the Borg, you'll be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
They have several.
They do, but it gets the point across. Yeah. Anyway.
In this movie is Hail Darkseid. In the books is For Darkseid.
Yeah.
So,
Either way, the point is Darkseid is a great villain, and
Well, if you don't read the book, and she will read the books,
I will.
You're gonna have a big surprise to see who's coming to fight Darkseid.
Okay,
it's
I'm
like,
excited.
I was surprised. It's like, what the? Yeah. Well. Justice League Dark Apokolips War. DC animation from Mother Brothers Animation is available on 4K Blu-ray, video on demand. Yeah, everywhere.
Is it available on HBO Max?
No.
Oh, that was supposed to be a really witty segue.
No, not yet. The windows, they still have to respect some windows.
Okay.
But HBO Max started on the 27th, 2 days ago, and it brings a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
DC stuff included. And what else did you see? I love that they have the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, there's a lot of classics.
They have Impractical Jokers. For Harry Potter fans, they have all the Harry Potter. Doctor Who fans, they have all the Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Like movies, for all flavors and tastes.
We started introducing our 3-year-old to some of the old school Looney Tunes. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Although I think we found it a lot more funny than she did.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough for her to sit down and watch something. Usually it's a rewatch. Usually she sits down to watch something. It's something that she already watched, didn't she?
But we'll get there. We'll get there. Either way, this has opened up a lot of opportunities to educate our children.
Top dog.
So lots of classics. I'm personally excited about the Studio Ghibli, whatever, collection. All of Hayao Miyazaki's work and everything else that studio has done.
I heard a lot about it, but I've never seen any, so...
Well, now that can change.
Yeah.
And I only checked a couple of them, but they have English, but it looks like they have Japanese versions as well. So if that's something that you
that makes it way better for me, because, they have in Japanese.
You'd rather watch it in Japanese? Okay.
Yeah. It means I'll watch that in
Yeah.
Japanese because Japanese is a beautiful language, and yeah, I understand a little bit.
Yeah, that's legit. I believe that. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. It means no in Japanese. At least that's what I show we watching head. Okay. Yeah, no, it has. We're gonna have Justice League Snyder cut soon into 2021, and about that they're gonna. I mean, I guess we went through it. They're gonna spend a lot of money, and that brings us to our next topic.
Yeah.
After Justice League Snyder Cut being announced, now Warner Brothers is in serious talks with. I mean, at least that's what we found out now. Maybe they've been talking this whole time. But they've been talking to Henry Cavill, Mr. Man of Steel, Superman himself, to be next in some few new DC movies. Speculate that would be the first one to be the Shazam #2.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we're gonna have
I won't
Black
say no to
Adam.
that.
So, and from the animation and from the books, the Black Adam, Shazam, and Superman, got together in some moments. What else? There was another one. I can't remember the other one. But yeah, and of course, Man of Steel 2 would be great, and of course, if the success of Justice League Snyder Cut would be able to make Justice League 2 and 3, because the plan was trilogy, and if that happens, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes. No, I wouldn't be upset about that. At all. How about Suicide Squad?
Oh yeah. Also, because of the announcement and success and uproar of the Justice League Snyder Cut, Warner Brothers gave hints that David Ayer Suicide Squad director's cut might come to see the light, and that would be awesome because, for instance, what we see of the Joker in that movie.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a big thing that could be added onto.
It was very little. Apparently, he was like big. He was part of the big plot. He was a villain. He was manipulating Enchantress, so he was helping Enchantress really closely. And then he realized like, oh crap, she's too bad. She's and so there's more to it that we never seen.
Okay then. All right, so HBO Max is doing great. DC's doing great. Warner Brothers is very busy. Amazon Prime has Upload. Which, yeah.
Fairly new. We start watching, and it's Greg Daniels that worked for The Office.
Yep.
Worked on
Parks
The
and
Office.
Rec?
I don't know if it did. I can't confirm or deny that.
I'm gonna look that up real quick because I'm pretty sure.
But
anyways.
yeah, Amazon has Upload.
Yeah.
Which is a sci-fi comedy about how this near future, not distant future, people will be able to scan and digitalize and record that on the system, their memories. So
not just their memories, their consciousness, like themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because like your memories, that would be just like a movie.
Yeah, I mean,
or like a bunch of files you could access.
There's
actually
like
a
complex
a
thing.
person who's
That's
like,
the complex thing. They don't go through it because I mean it's a comedy. They don't have to. But
yeah,
it's like is that into an AI or is it living conscience into the system?
Well, it's definitely marketed as your consciousness, like your identity, your person. No. Well, if it's AI, then like, what's the point?
Exactly.
No. maybe it really is AI, but it's within the show. It's marketed as it's communicated as your consciousness. So, for example, one of the characters is this kid who died as a 13-year-old. But so even though his avatar within Upload in this digital universe, his avatar is still a 13-year-old boy, but he's grown up and now he's like 18, 19 years old. And so his arc, the comedy and also the soul, because that's what Greg Daniels does. He does really funny stuff, but then it like just gets to your heartstrings. Is like the struggle that he's having. Like, he's a little kid, but he also wants to be an adult. And I don't know if an AI would do that. Like, an AI would stay stuck, but if it's actual consciousness, then they're going to keep, like, evolving and changing as they, like, make decisions and experience stuff.
Yeah.
We could get really deep and metaphysical about the whole thing. But I think the general point is, it's
I
been
don't
an
know,
interesting
because
show.
between conscious and memories, then you erase the memories and then it's dead. I don't know. Anyways, back to the Markley aspect of the show. It's funny. It's a really funny comedy about these bunch of people that pay for this service. It is a service, you know, in a world where Nokia and Taco Bell merged.
So many weird mergers.
What was the other one?
Oscar Mayer.
Intel.
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer. And that was like technology and food.
Tech and food, yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, in a world of cars drive themselves. Oh, that's not too far. I mean,
no, this is like next generation. Like the main character watched Paw Patrol as a kid, so this would be like our kids.
oh,
They're elderly people.
Mean much. Our grandkids could watch Paw Patrol as kids.
This is true, but I'm guessing from like the automated cars, one of the illnesses that's afflicting people, and including one of the main character's fathers, is vape lung. People there's like a whole ward in the hospital for people suffering from vape related illnesses. So I think this is like, I don't know, 30 or 40 years from now.
Yeah. It sucks. Cars still don't fly.
What are you
no
gonna do? I haven't seen a
teleportation.
single hoverboard.
But the main focus of the main plot of the show is about this guy that is uploaded to the system by his girlfriend when he's about to die in a weird car accident that seems to be foul play from people. He works tech, and he was creating a competition software for the main upload company, Horizon. So he dies, the girl pays for him to be uploaded, and he's there learning and living on the system, and he has tech support from people that they call angels. One is a girl, and they start a relationship, and there's like, funny romantic moments everywhere, and we're going through first season. We let you know when we ended how was it. So far it's really good. Yeah,
I would recommend it. Not family friendly. There's definitely some online streaming type content.
Yeah,
But
like the internet, it has weird stuff.
Very strange stuff. But overall, well written, funny, heartwarming, intriguing show.
Yeah. One last one.
Window washers.
Oh yeah, this is a cute one. Window washers. I think it's New York now. I can't remember. On this hospital kids place. I can't remember maybe I think it's just apartment kids. Anyways, kids can't get out because of quarantine, so the window washers dressed up as superheroes.
That's gotta be so fun.
And they pose and role play in front of the windows.
Well, I think that's it for us this week.
Yes. So I guess we see you next week. Yeah. Write comments, share, send your opinions, send questions. Thanks for everybody who's listening, watching. liking,
Yeah.
sharing.
Thanks so much.
And yeah, next week we'll be back. It will be June. It will be June?
Yeah, it will be June next week.
Okay.
Yeesh.
We'll be back to, with stuff to talk about. Movies coming, theaters reopening, new series. For instance, in a couple of hours, this new show called Space Force is on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
With Michael Scott. I
It's
mean,
another Greg Daniels.
Steve Carell. Is it Greg?
I think he's involved.
Anyways.
I don't know. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. So that's it. May
Yeah.
the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.